Have you ever wondered how to reach the first position in the clan capital leaderboard? I'm IQV, and today I will show you the attacks and some secret tricks that allow the Asparagus farm to become the first clan in the world. So let's start this off with a Balloon Lagoon attack. And as you can see, this base is not something that you really expect from a top clan. There are some defenses that are not even level 4. The layout is pretty trash overall. There are some default part in this base like this rocket artillery compartment or those inferno towers. So why I'm showing you this layout and not something built by pros with anti-sparky, golem or graveyard things? The answer is pretty simple. That's what the first clan in the world is matching every single weekend. But why this clan is trying to go against those low level clans instead of a max level clan with way more capital gold available? And the reason is, if you are using 2 attacks on a high level base, you are going to gain way less capital gold than using only 1 attack on a rushed base. And this is the reason why this clan and every other clan in the top of the leaderboard with less than 2000 upgrades are gaining so much capital gold every single weekend. But this is not the only thing that you need to be the first in the world, because if you can't one-shot bad layouts, you will lose gold, since they are worth less than what a normal clan will face. But now let's return to the attack from Alpal, which as I told you, the main goal is to use only 1 attack for this district, and to do so we should exploit every weakness. In this base, as you can see, everything was very compact, and with a Sparky he managed to destroy the entire village with splash damage, and he was left only with the backhand, and this will be very easy with a full health Sparky. For this backhand, he was left with only a giant and a couple of rams and barbs, and this will be enough to tank the Sparky for the last chains on the back of the village. If you look at this part with only the bomb tower and some cannons, you can exploit the fact that there are no air defenses by using minions, but you will use those housing spaces to tank the Sparky and gain more capital gold, because keeping a Sparky alive for the entire attack is worth 300 more capital gold. It may sound not that much, but if you are doing this for every attack, you will be left with a lot more capital gold at the end of the weekend. The second attack will be this Barbarian camp, and as I told you before, the main reason why you are able to one-shot a base is by exploiting their weaknesses. So this is why he has a jump and a barrel to clear this lower part of the base, because it has no splash defenses that can kill easily those skellies. Once extended the deployment zone, he can go for the upper part. He placed some graveyards to tank the back air bomb and some air defenses, so a small group of loons can take down more buildings. He will use a minion to tank the air bomb, and then a bunch of loons to get them and push inside this part of the base. He will also start from the bottom side because he needs a clear pathing for the end of this attack. So he will use some loons for the small compartment below, and 1 for the air bomb, and then some minions for cleanup. The bottom loons will reach the middle of the base, and they will be tanked by the graveyard placed before. You're maybe wondering why none of these attacks are using miners. And the reason is that they got heavily nerfed and they are unpredictable. So top clans prefer to use Sparky, Golem or more safe approaches, because spamming 10 miners with a heal is not a reliable attack anymore. But one thing that will be reliable for a long time is knowing one-shots on default basis. There are a lot of videos online, many are outdated, but I recommend you to learn at least one, because it will increase the middle and gold you will earn over the weekend. And this was the setup for the second part of this attack, that will need an extended deployment zone. So he will wait until he can directly target the Teslas with archers. He will use a P.E.K.K.A. to tank the rocket artillery and the giant cannon, so he can use a barrel to take down both Teslas and the giant cannon. And after that, they will get in the dead zone of the rocket artillery, so they can tank for the P.E.K.K.A. for the last spear throwers on top. The P.E.K.K.A. now can clear all the giants and the rapid rockets, and at the same time, the rest of the minions will clear the district hall. With more luck, this attack could have ended with a P.E.K.K.A. still alive, but the multi-cannon is still up, so it will deal a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the attack will end with a P.E.K.K.A. dying, and the explosion will give him a one-shot on this base, but without a lot of bonus gold. And the third attack of this video is going to be a builder workshop attack with a Sparky strategy. This is a strat that needs a good pathing and compact bases, and this is a good base where to use it. Let's begin with a haste spell and the Sparky, placed immediately after that, as Alpal wants to avoid wasting time and finish the attack with a one-shot without risking time fails. the Sparky starts to splash this initial part of the base and he will continue the attack by going to the left compartment. The main thing that he needs to do is to continuously tank for the Sparky and protect it from the enemy defenses. To do this, he uses troops such as Barbarians, Giants, Rams and 2 Graveyard spells, which can distract the enemy fire and tank for the Sparky. Another thing that you really need to take in consideration is the Sparky splash radius, because it's fundamental for planning those hits on those compact bases. You need to know where you can and you can splash the defenses. The Sparky will cross the entire initial sector and move on to the upper one, destroying everything on his way. And a very important thing is that she is still full health thanks to the excellent tanking by Helpal. At this giant cannon compartment everything is very compact, so it will be very easy to take those defenses out. He's using a graveyard on the middle of this high DPS area, so he can save up some rams and barbs for later. Because remember that the key of this attack is to tank the Sparky in the most efficient way possible, so you can have more troops at the end of the attack. Now the Sparky will finish this zone with a Tesla and a Wizard Tower and then move below for that rapid rocket. After splashing it, will return on his path and go against that giant cannon compartment. Now he's approaching the final part of the base, and since the Sparky is still full health, he didn't use more tanking troops to save them for the last part of the base. But there is a Zap Trap and a Tesla near the District Hall, and those made a lot of damage. There are only a few defenses left, and without tanking, the Sparky takes out the giant cannon and the Tesla. He's now approaching the last few defenses, like a Tesla, a cannon and a multi-cannon, and he has only one barb left. And then, with a barb, he will be able to take down the last cannon with a very low HP Sparky. It's like 1 HP. Luckily the Sparky is still alive, so he can end his attack with 300 bonus gold more. Thanks for watching this video. Comment if you want to see other videos on Clan Capital, maybe attacks on better bases, or videos on the strongest bases in the world that you can also use for your clan. And don't forget to check out the other RH videos.